service. So when he cooks or do that, clean, and go, oh, honey, thank you for washing the dish.
So many times you think that the touch can only happen during the sexual act and the union between that husband and wife. But the touch could be in the small thing, many boxes. But you never know what's inside until you do what?
Open it.
Open it. All right, and then hold up this, and you'll see that there are other boxes are inside. And men, we need to be romantic. Keep it real. Welcome to Keep It Real. We have another exciting episode for you. This is episode number 26. We have a special guest in the house, a special cause. I am Dr. Keith Roll, aka Dr. K, and I'm sorry, but Sister Joy Osweke Roll, she's not here today. We'll have a live program this month, and she will be back here in the co-host seat, but you just have to settle for me, so don't you touch that dial. Something good is going to happen to you. Well, we want to thank our sponsor, and the sponsor for this month will be none other than Reverend Quincy and Her Excellency Nadine Grisby. They're pastors of Clean Hand and Pure Hearts in Brooklyn, New York, and they recently opened up another branch in New Jersey. I'll be up there with you in September. Looking forward to it. Their motto is transforming lives for Christ with clean hands and a pure heart. And there is their social media handle, Facebook, as well as chapministries@gmail.com. You can go on Facebook. Every morning, I think they have a devotional young couple that's doing great work for the kingdom of God. Well, today we have none other than Stella Chukwuma. I've got that right. That means God knows. My name is Chikwadi in Nigerian Igbo language. There is God. Now, no, I'm not God. Stella is the founder of Rescue Mission. She's founder and CEO of Rescue Mission, Inc., founder of Your Joy Renewed. Boy, that's renewed. That sounds so enchanting. She's a midwife. She gave birth to babies, helped bring babies into this world. She's an RN by profession, advocate and activist against human sex trafficking, and she's also a co-author, wife, and mother. Today we're going to talk about No One Is for Sale. That's our title today, No One Is for Sale. Well, Stella, welcome to Keep It Real.
Thank you.
Episode number 26.
Thank you.
Well, tell us about Rescue Mission and tell us how you got started with this nonprofit. And we're going to talk also about your branding, about the problem with sex trafficking, because it's a $1 billion operation where there's a lot of human trafficking and a lot of exploitation that's taking place. And then we're going to also talk about your passion. And so many times it's our passion that drives us, and our passion helps us to fulfill our purpose and our destiny. Then we're going to talk about some of the programs there at Rescue Us Missions that you have for a lot of the young ladies as well as women and boys and probably men that's caught up in this evil. And then we're going to talk about some practical things that you are doing to make a difference and make an impact into the worlds of your influences. So, well, first of all, you're from Nigeria.
Yes.
And so tell us who you're married to, tell us about your family, and then tell us about how you had this passion and this burden for the Rescue Us missions.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very, very grateful. Again, my name is Stella Chukwuma, the founder of Rescue Us Mission. I have 5 children. I'm married with 5 children. My husband's name is Moses Chukwuma, and 5 children, 2 girls and 3 boys. I'm from Nigeria, and I started Rescue Us since 2017. So that's when Rescue Us was when we started Rescue Us. So since 2017, we have been helping these women from labor trafficking and sex slavery. You know, it's called now modern sex slavery. So we have been in existence since 2017.
So how did you develop the passion to do what you're doing?
So 1 year like that, I have a group of agency that came to, I go to church, Sugar Creek Baptist. I'm a Baptist. So, and some group of individuals, agency that came to the church and said that January was a month of awareness. So when they came, I wasn't expecting what I was hearing, that these women are being kidnapped, groomed, and and sell from one person to another person, and that these individuals that buys them are called the traffickers, are called the pimp, and they make huge amount of money from them. I couldn't believe it. I said, how can somebody be so cruel to another person, So, but eventually I decided to investigate myself, and I joined Elijah Rising for van tour, or go around the Houston area, and that's how I saw that it was true. And I entered into the car as we were doing the van tour. I could not believe, I was crying all through. I was so emotional. I said, oh my God, God created all of us to be equal. How come people can be this, wicked, And I cried all through, and after that, I got home tired of crying, and I needed to do something. I felt something has to be done. Something has to be done. I was telling everybody I know, come on, we need to save these women, we need to save these boys, we need to save them from all these calamity, from all these traffickers. So after that, I had a dream. When I had a dream, in the dream I saw many people calling and say, rescue us, rescue me. And I was just directing them in different areas. Say, you go this way, you come with me, you go this way. It was crazy. I woke up, I was so exhausted. I was so tired. I said, oh my God. I was crying in the dream. I woke up and I was still crying. And that's how that name came, Rescue Us.
In a dream.
In a dream.
God said, rescue us mission.
Yeah.
And therefore, we know that no one is for sale. And we're going to tell you what sex trafficking is here in a minute, or human trafficking, who the victims are, and how do you identify this human trafficking. You said women, but also girls and boys are caught up in this also.
Yes.
So here they come to Sugar Creek, and by the way, this church is really doing a lot of great exploits here in the city of Houston. So we want to commend your pastor, very large church, and you have come out from the four walls, and you are influencing the worlds of your influences, and as well as empowering people and helping people fulfill their purpose and destiny. Human trafficking involves the use of force. So a lot of these people are doing this against their will.
Yes.
And there also involves fraud or coercion in exchange for labor. And they go and they prey on these people that may not, a lot of people come up from Central America, and they bring them up through Mexico, and they find their way into Texas and other places for services or a commercial sex act. So explain that. What does this mean by a commercial sex act? So, and they make a lot of money. It's a $1 billion operation if you Google it. So let's talk to this matter here.
So when we talk about sex trafficking, so many people look at it as if it is only outside America. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It could be in your backyard and all that. So how does this happen? When we talk about these sex issues, we see that it could be individuals' family members. It could be their children, the parents. Because I know I have encountered so many people that was sold by their parents, that was sold by their family member, that was sold by their colleagues, or could be their classmates, trusting because they trusted them. So when we see all these people that are coming from outside the country is because somebody said, come, let me go and take you to America where you will fulfill your dreams, where you will do this. And they bring them here, hoping that they will be able to change their parents or change the life of their family, but only for them to come here and they are stuck.
So human trafficking victims can be any age, race, gender, identity, sex, ethnicity, nationality, immigration. A lot of them are seeking immigration status, and they are really bamboozled and they're fooled, believing that they're going to get papers to become an American citizen. And then the sex trafficking is escort services, illicit massage services, outdoor sexual solicitation, brothels, bar, and strip club. So, man, the list goes on and on. So at Rescue Us Mission, tell us about the programs that you have set up when you go and you rescue them. And we talked about that topic on the radio last week. We were on four stations on the Wilkins radio 5 days a week. We're on in Africa, about 2 million listeners. And you gave a plethora and you gave great information about this. But talk about the programs, what you do. And we know that Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law, so no one can buy you. If Christ came to rescue and redeem, but yet still we see that people are for sale. So Rescue Us, you go in like in a burning fire. A firefighter will go in and snatch victim out. So in this exploitation and in this illicit operation, you go in and you rescue the perishing, you care for the dying, you give them hope. So talk about some of the programs that Rescue Us Mission has set up for them.
So we help these women. We want to make sure that they are stable. Maybe they have been in another, like a shelter somewhere where they are stable, because some of them might be using drugs, some of them might be, traumatized, serious trauma, that, we want to make sure that they are really stable. So once we are able to, establish that, we now have them to be in our facility. In our facility.
And so there's an assessment?
Yes. So when they come to our facility, there will be an assessment.
And then an intake.
Yeah. We send them intake. We have the intake person they have to do application. So that's where that comes from, intake. And then there will be an assessment. And then once they are, it's established that it's okay to come. Once they come, we now assess them to see where they are. So what is going on? How can we help them? What is it that they need from us? So when we establish that, now we put it into implementation. And that implementation is to know you have to see the doctor. We want to make sure some of them, because of the drugs, they don't have teeth. Want to make sure that all that is taken care of. Both the dental.
So there's a physical exam.
There's a physical exam. There's a mental health assessment. We want to make sure, do they need medication? Are they on medication? What kind of medication they are? Want to establish all that, so that as they are staying with us, everything is like a holistic care.
Healing.
Healing.
Holistic healing.
Yeah. So.
And also, not to interrupt you, so it's like, do you involve the 12-step program into this also?
Yes.
Because many of this type of this is like an addiction, and some of them want to get out, but they can't. They feel like someone that has a drug addiction. They need that fix. Same with sex. So they go to school? Do you have like programs?
Yes, we do. So they go to. So when we have established all that, so we see some of them really want to go back to school. So we enroll them to go back to school. Some want to get a job. We want to make sure they are okay. Go to job so that they'll be able to maintain that job. So we do resume building. We do training on job training, just to have idea the kind of clothing, behavior.
That's for success.
Yes, behavior and all that. We establish that, and then we have therapy. They go for therapy. Therapy could be on the phone. It could be on the Zoom. It could be live, going for that therapy. We have biblical counseling. They go for that counseling, continuous, counseling. happen, you know.
When I was at Oral Roberts University, I was a prayer partner, and I worked on the Set Free unit. Also went throughout the hospital, City of Faith, outstanding hospital, and we provided spiritual care for them. So spiritual care, because we are a triune being, spirit, soul, and body. So that's great that your programs include that holistic approach, because it's needed. You just can't treat the mind or the emotions. You must, all the physical aspects.
All of it.
You must do that.
Yes.
At any given time, how many people are in the program? Give us a number.
We have about 6 people in the program because we have a small place. So
Okay.
it's
And then on a yearly, give us a yearly demographic.
yearly demographic. We have been able to help like 12 people in a year. In 1
So
year.
it's a long term then.
It's a long term. We do like a short, long term, depending. So that's why we say it's from 6 months to 18 months.
And what's your staff count? How many people on staff?
We have about 5.
Okay, and then you also have volunteers. I have volunteer on the back of my T-shirt, and we're going to talk in a few moments about a upcoming walk for the cause, a 3K, 5K. You do this every year. You're in your 7th year of operation, and you do fundraisers. You had a T-SIP, and so if somebody would like to donate monies to Rescue Us missions, how do they go about doing that?
So for you to donate and reach us, we would like you to go visit our website. It's called rescueusmission.org.
All right.
Rescue Us Mission.
If you'll put up the social media, and we'll put it back up again.
Yeah.
And so that we're talking about the problem, the passion, the program, and the practice. And then there's a social media slide. Boy, yeah, that's a good looking picture of you. And while we're waiting for that, this is off script. How many babies did you deliver as a midwife?
Oh, I had just only 3 babies
Okay.
before I came.
Okay, you delivered 3.
Yeah.
All right, there it is. Rescue Us Mission on Facebook, Rescue Us Mission on Twitter, Rescue Us Mission on LinkedIn. Is that LinkedIn or Instagram?
Instagram.
Okay. No, Instagram is Rescue Us Mission. The IN, is that LinkedIn? Is that the LinkedIn?
The
IN?
Twitter.
Oh,
Which one?
okay.
IN is Instagram. Yeah. No. That's
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Yeah.
LinkedIn. So there is Rescue Us Mission, and then also there's a website also, rescueusmission.org.
Yes.
And they can go to it. But there are some people, businesses, that may want to partner with you and to help rescue the perishing and these victims that are caught in this exploitation. So how can they give?
So when you go to our website, we have donation. You can give via Zelle. You can give via Cash App. You can give via PayPal.
And then do you have a link on the website?
Yes,
Okay.
everything is on the website. You will get everything, all the things you need to use to donate to us on the website.
Well, you also are having a walk for a cause. We can now put that up. And your vision, your mission is providing, your mission is touching lives, showing love, but your vision is providing, that's your mission, your vision, and then your mission is providing Christ-centered care for survivors of human trafficking. We offer long-term support addressing physical, mental, and spiritual needs, fostering holistic well-being through community outreach. We raise awareness and restore lives through God's love. Talk about this walk for a cause. Last year, you had about 200 people participate in the walk. You had refreshments. As you look at the backdrop, there was a lake we walked around.
Yes.
So we saw it was very fitting. We have on our T-shirts. We have on our jeans. I even have on my walking shoes. And so I will participate in next year, and to my amazement and surprise, you had me open in prayer. I thought I was just going to show up and walk. So talk about this walk for a cause, and there is also a QR code, if you can put that up, and let people see it. The date is September 9th. The time is 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. So if you tell us where the venue is, etc., there it is. And there are different sponsor levels. I don't have that, but you can talk about the sponsor levels. Okay?
So the walkathon is going to be at Brazos River Park. It's right there on 59. But before,
give us like cross streets and give us
Yes.
some landmarks.
it's between 99 and University Boulevard.
Okay, so it's the same place where it was last year.
No, that's Memorial, but
Okay.
this one is on 59.
Okay.
It's between 99 and the University Boulevard. If you are coming from north side, when you get to 99, you turn around as if you're going back. It's just just right there on 59. But if you are going from 59 going south, before, if you get to University Boulevard, you already passed it. So
Okay.
just that.
Okay, so the people that are in Houston and Pearland and Pasadena
Yes, so-
and Sugar Land, as well as Missouri City, you can just go to 18427 Southwest Freeway, 7749. You're going to have refreshments again this year?
Yes, we're gonna. So there's something I want to talk to us about. So this year, what we are asking everybody, it doesn't matter where you are. It could be that you are in Uganda. It could be that you are in this country, wherever you are. Gather few people and take a walk. Walk with us. Walk with us for freedom. No one is for sale. God created all of us equally. So when you walk with us, send us the video. On that day, you are there live with us. Okay, so we are expecting to see a lot of you sending us video. We'll be excited to receive your video. If you're in America, wherever you are, in the city here, you are in Cyprus, you are in wherever, you don't want to be where we are, go ahead, get your friends, register with us. Go to our registration website page,
Okay.
register with us and gather your friends. We will send you the t-shirt. Walk with us. We'll be excited to have you walk with us.
All right, it says Rescue Us Mission. You'll get a t-shirt with volunteer on the back. What are some of the sponsors levels? $250 is for
$250. When you sponsor with $250, automatically we have your logo on our t-shirt.
Okay.
And then you can sponsor the whole event is about $5,000, and that we will give you, applaud you, we will give a shout out on both Facebook, and on that day we make the announcement, and we have your logo still on our t-shirt, and you will have you to be on our website. So we'll have your logo on our website. So
and then what if the people want to walk and they get pledges? Oftentimes, talk about that.
So if you're gonna walk, and when you go to the website when you are gonna register, it's all there. So you want to sponsor, you can still have that opportunity. You want to help us with one or two things, you still have that opportunity to give from the website.
Okay, so there is like a pledge form. They have to get pledges.
Yes.
So that if they want to walk 3K and somebody want to pledge a quarter for so many miles, or
Yes.
$5 a mile, and all of the proceeds come in is for
Rescue Us mission.
Your
It's
operational.
just for it's our operation. Goes into the operational budget, both for to help the women, those of them that came from Africa, labor trafficking, that have no papers, so they can't work. So for that, they stay with us. And that helps us to make sure that they are okay, that they're not lacking anything, that they are comfortable, and they're able to do whatever they want to do, go back to school, get everything they need for them.
Do you get any government subsidies?
For now, we have not gotten as much as we want to get. Yes, we have had a couple.
Okay, do you have any businesses? Social responsibility is very big, and so what about businesses partnering with you in this endeavor?
So we have few people that are partnering with us, some health industries, some different organizations that are helping us, and then so we are giving a shout out to all the cause and everything that we need, to so many of them, like Common Spirit, so Stola Foundation, all the people that has really helped us. We want to give a shout out to them. Thank you so much.
Well, you're doing a great work. We want to thank you for being on our program, Keep It Real, today. And this is a very noble cause and a great undertaking. And it takes money. And this is a ministry. And Keep It Real would like to just also be a sponsor. And there is a level in there that we want to be a part of it, and my wife and I, we will be walking again on September 9th at 8 to 12 p.m. there at the Brazil River Park here in Sugarland. So if you could put up that scripture, and we come to a close, and you're doing a great work. Don't come down from the wall, touching lives, showing love. And go ahead and read that scripture from the psalmist David, 140:1. It says,
"Deliver me, O Lord, from evil men. Preserve me from violent men." I want to say thank you. Thank you, keeping it real. So thank you so much. You all were with us last year, and this year you have sponsors, and you still have time, devoting time to come and work with us. What a partnership. We are very grateful.
All right, give us a 30-second call to action. Look in that camera and tell the people what they can do to help rescue us missions.
So we want to appeal to each and every one of you to remember that all these things, they are things that it can happen to anybody. Please, when you hear anything about trafficking, don't take your eyes off that moment. Try to learn more. How can you get involved? How can you help? And even when you see things, some things that is not right, don't take laws into your hand. Call the police. Try and alert somebody so that they will be able to reach out to that person and save them. Call the national hotline. Call 832-646-4232. Call the police. Let people know, and don't do it yourself so that you will not be hurt.
And there is a national hotline. I don't have that number, but it will be on the website. And we want to close with this: the 4 keys to successful living. Find a need and fill it. Find a hurt and heal it. Find a problem and solve it. Find a question and answer it. And when you do that, you will keep it real, and you will help lift someone out of the dunghill and out of this exploitation and this evil, and because God has redeemed every man, and no one is for real. And there is our information, Keep It Real TV, on our Facebook. You can go at any time. I'm sorry, on YouTube, as well as call us 846-813-0222 if you would like to be a sponsor. Rescue Us Mission will be a sponsor later on in the year, and you can too. And then also our email address. So until then, look at your camera, and on 3, we're going to tell the people not only to rescue us, but to keep it real. 1, 2, 3, rescue us and keep it real. Until next week, you have a phenomenal week.
Thank you so much.